Today with this grandmother, you will learn about how to improve communication and understanding in relationships. If you want to discover the best advice a grandmother could give you, stay until the end of the video. If you enjoy this type of video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you won't miss more videos like this. We will explore important aspects of human psychology, how men can learn to better understand the emotions and needs of their partners, and how to build a relationship based on respect and empathy. Mutual understanding is essential in any relationship, and the key to achieving it lies in the ability to listen and truly understand what the other needs. Men often have the tendency to want to solve problems immediately, but many times, what women really need is to be listened to, not necessarily to receive a solution. This simple act of paying attention and validating the emotions of the other is more powerful than people think. Communication is not only about talking but also about being present during important moments, being sensitive to your partner's emotions, and being able to express your own feelings honestly and openly. Sometimes, the true connection in a relationship comes from the simplest moments, from the small everyday actions that show love and respect, such as a gesture of tenderness or a sincere acknowledgement. Human psychology teaches us that people are not perfect and that our emotional needs are varied. A mature man must learn to recognize these differences and not expect his partner to be exactly like him in everything. Mutual respect stems from the acceptance of these differences and from the willingness to adapt and grow together. This requires patience, but also a deep commitment to understanding what the other truly feels and needs. In a healthy relationship, both partners must feel valued and supported, and this can only be achieved when both make an effort to communicate effectively, without judgment, without pressure, and with much respect. Empathy, on the other hand, is the foundation for resolving conflicts constructively. You won't always agree on everything, and that's okay. The important thing is to be able to discuss differences respectfully, without insults or defensive behavior. Being able to see the other person's point of view, even if you don't always agree, is what keeps the relationship strong and balanced. Emotional maturity also plays a crucial role. A man who has learned to manage his emotions, who is aware of his own feelings and how they can influence the relationship, has a significant advantage. It's not about being perfect, but about being aware of how your actions and words affect the other and taking responsibility for them. In the end, the most successful relationships are those in which both partners feel free to be themselves, where they can share their thoughts and emotions without fear of being judged, and where love and respect are the foundation of everything. Without communication, without empathy, and without mutual respect, relationships cannot thrive. But when both partners are committed to working on these aspects, they can create a stronger, more enduring bond, full of understanding, love, and support. One of the keys to a lasting and fulfilling relationship is the constant work on mutual understanding. No one changes overnight, but when there is a genuine effort to improve the way we communicate and understand each other, the rewards of that work are invaluable. It's important to remember that women, just like men, have expectations and dreams, and their desire to be understood is no different from yours. The small things that we sometimes consider insignificant, such as a sincere compliment, a gesture of support during difficult times, or simply recognizing your partner's daily efforts, are what truly solidify a strong relationship. Understanding your partner's emotions also means being able to handle your own emotions in a mature way. Stay until the end and discover the most important lesson only a grandmother can teach you. If you enjoy this type of video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you won't miss more videos like this. A man who is not afraid to express his feelings openly, who understands the importance of being vulnerable and honest, creates a space where the woman feels safe to do the same. Trust is built when both partners feel comfortable being authentic, without fear of criticism or being misunderstood. Vulnerability is not a weakness. It's a strength that allows both people to connect on a deeper level. Another fundamental aspect is respecting each partner's individuality. Each person has their own space, their own goals, and their own identity. While a relationship can be a team, each member remains an individual with their own desires and needs. It's important to allow space for both partners to grow individually, without the pressure of being everything to each other. Respecting your partner's independence doesn't mean distance. It's a way of valuing the time and space each person needs to be a better version of themselves. It is this independence that makes the relationship richer because, when coming back together after personal time, each person has something new to offer, something new to share. Moreover, the process of learning in a relationship never ends. As the years go by, circumstances change, people change, and what worked before might not be effective now. Adaptability is key. A man who strives to learn about his partner, who is willing to listen to her needs and respond to them, is a man building a solid relationship. This requires flexibility, willingness to change, and the ability to make sacrifices when necessary. In a relationship, not everything should revolve around one's own wants. It's a balance between giving and receiving, between listening and speaking. Women, like any human being, need to feel valued for who they are, not just for what they do or what they can offer the relationship. It's crucial to remember that relationships shouldn't be based on rigid expectations or external pressures. Love should not feel like an obligation but as a daily choice, a commitment to care for and support each other, even during the toughest times. A deep understanding of your partner's values, needs, and desires strengthens not only the relationship but also the happiness of both. A man who understands this, who is patient and respectful, who is not afraid to be vulnerable, and who values his partner entirely, has all the tools to build a relationship that is true, deep, and lasting. The importance of patience cannot be underestimated. In relationships, as in life itself, things don't always follow a straight path. There will be moments of conflict, discomfort, and frustration, but it is in these moments where true understanding and mutual respect can make all the difference. A man who can remain calm during disagreements, who knows when to step back and listen, is a man who demonstrates emotional maturity and a willingness to improve. Relationships are not perfect, but conscious efforts to improve communication and resolve issues constructively are what truly help a couple grow together. And this brings us to a fundamental principle. Listening is not the same as hearing. Often we think we are listening when, in reality, we are just waiting for our turn to speak. To truly understand your partner, you must listen actively, be present in the moment, and give them the necessary space to express their thoughts and emotions without interruptions or judgments. Active listening requires empathy, and empathy requires an open mind and heart that is not always easy to achieve, but it is essential for a successful relationship. When a woman feels heard and understood, she is more likely to feel valued and respected, which strengthens the bond between both partners. If you're interested in learning the wisest advice a grandmother could give, don't miss the end of the video. If you enjoy this type of video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you won't miss more videos like this. Another important point is action, because words, while powerful, are not always enough. The way you act reflects your true feelings. While love is fundamentally a feeling, it is also a daily choice. It is an action that must be nurtured and demonstrated through concrete gestures. This can be as simple as helping with daily tasks without waiting to be asked, or as deep as making sacrifices for the well-being of the relationship. Actions demonstrate commitment, and that commitment is what truly sustains a relationship over time. In this regard, it is crucial that both members of the couple are willing to put in the effort and energy to solve problems when they arise. Disagreements should not be seen as a threat but as an opportunity to grow and understand each other better. Healthy relationships are not those that never have conflicts, but those that know how to handle disagreements with respect, understanding, and most importantly, the willingness to find solutions. Finally, emotional intimacy is just as important as physical intimacy. Sometimes men tend to focus on the more visible aspects of a relationship, such as physical attraction or sexual contact. But what truly connects couples on a deeper level is emotional intimacy. It is the ability to share your most private thoughts, insecurities, dreams, and fears. True connection is forged when both parties feel safe being vulnerable, sharing what they really think and feel without fear of rejection or misinterpretation. In summary, to build a strong and loving relationship, a balanced approach combining respect, empathy, patience, communication, and action is necessary. When a man understands these principles and applies them consistently, he creates an environment where his partner feels valued, heard, and loved, which strengthens the relationship and allows it to grow in a healthy and lasting way. And this, dear friends, is what truly makes a relationship successful and enduring over time. For a relationship to truly thrive, it's important that both members can maintain their individuality within the partnership. Often, people tend to merge too much with their partner, losing their own identity in the process. However, a healthy relationship is built on two people who respect and support each other's personal growth. When both can pursue their passions, interests, and dreams without losing sight of their partner, the relationship becomes richer and more fulfilling. Additionally, trust is another fundamental pillar. Without trust, a relationship can never flourish. Trust is earned, not imposed. It takes time, honesty, and, of course, consistent actions. If it's ever broken, a lot of effort is needed to repair it, but it's not impossible. Often, the rebuilding of trust begins with genuine remorse and a willingness to learn from past mistakes. Transparency is key. When both parties feel they can be completely honest with each other, the relationship becomes stronger. Trust is also based on respecting each other's boundaries and understanding that each individual has their own space and needs. It's important to recognize that love is not just a feeling, but also a daily choice. Deciding to love each other in both the good and bad times, deciding to be life partners even when things get tough, is what makes a relationship not only survive but grow. Love is not always an unshakable romantic feeling. Sometimes it's an act of will, a continual commitment to doing what's necessary for the other person's well-being. And when both members of a partnership make that decision, the relationship becomes something much stronger than a mere emotional connection. It becomes a deep, enduring bond. If you want to discover the best advice a grandmother could give you, stay until the end of the video. If you enjoy this type of video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you won't miss more videos like this. Finally, the importance of gratitude cannot be overstated. Often we become accustomed to having someone by our side and stop expressing our appreciation for the little things, for the constant support, for the kind gestures. Gratitude strengthens love and connection in a relationship. Sometimes, simply taking a moment to acknowledge what the other person has done for us, to express appreciation for their presence in our life, can change the tone of the relationship and make it more harmonious. In summary, building a solid relationship is not an easy process, but it's one of the most rewarding aspects of life. The foundation of any successful relationship is rooted in mutual respect, clear communication, patience, commitment, and above all, genuine love. When both partners are willing to work on the relationship, learn from their mistakes, and support each other, the rewards are infinite. A relationship based on these principles is not only lasting but also enriching and deeply fulfilling. A relationship also flourishes when it is recognized that love is not perfect and that difficulties are inevitable. Arguments, disagreements, and moments of tension are part of any relationship, and it's essential to know how to handle them constructively. Rather than viewing disagreements as threats to the relationship, it is healthier to see them as opportunities to grow and better understand each other. The key lies in the approach. Do we face problems with a spirit of collaboration and a search for solutions, or do we let conflict divide us? Learning to handle disagreements healthily requires a great deal of self-awareness and emotional control. Both partners must be willing to truly listen to what the other person has to say, without interrupting, blaming, or attacking. The ability to actively listen, understand the other person's emotions, and respond empathetically is vital. We don't always have to agree, but we can learn to accept and respect differences and move forward with a greater mutual understanding. Additionally, we should never underestimate the power of laughter in a relationship. Life can be tough, and daily responsibilities and worries can be overwhelming, but finding moments to share genuine laughter, to enjoy each other's company in a light-hearted way, can relieve many tensions. Humor creates a unique connection between couples, a space where fun and relaxation can thrive. The ability to laugh together strengthens the relationship in ways few other things can. Sexuality, on the other hand, is another essential component of relationships. But it's not just about the physical aspect. It's the emotional connection that occurs when sharing such an intimate moment. It's important for both partners to feel comfortable and respected in their sexuality, and for there to be openness in communicating what they like and don't like. Vulnerability, often felt in these moments, can bring the couple closer if handled with respect and trust. Finally, a relationship also involves witnessing each other's growth. People change over time, and a healthy relationship allows both partners to grow and evolve, both as individuals and as a couple. It's essential to give space for change, for personal discovery, and to support each other along the way. This may mean being flexible with expectations or being willing to embrace new experiences together. But what matters most is that both continue to be a source of support throughout the process. At the end of the day, what truly makes a relationship successful and lasting is unconditional love, respect, and mutual effort to grow together, overcome obstacles, and continue choosing each other every day. A solid relationship is not built overnight. but with patience, dedication, and a foundation of love and respect, it can become a source of strength, satisfaction, and happiness throughout life. Give the video a like if you enjoyed it and subscribe to the channel to see more content like this. Leave a comment to share your opinion and we'll take it into account for future videos.